Nash. The name evokes 1,000 different reactions, and the fact is he's the only Australian who ever won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Here he is speaking with Mike Carlton from Four Corners in 1973.
Mr. White, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel? That's the obvious question, but how does it feel?
Oh, rather bewildering. I've had my door battered on half the night by the press.
And by the television.
Well, I don't know who else, because I didn't go down. I'd taken a sleeping pill and gone to bed.
That's a strange way to celebrate such an honour. Do you feel it is an honour?
I get up very early. I'd had a very hard day, and I wanted some sleep.
Do you feel it is an honour? Could I go so far as to suggest
it is
it's a crowning honour?
It is an honour, yes. Mm.
Could you say it was a crowning achievement of a career, or is that too much?
I hope my books are the crowning achievement of my career, not awards. But perhaps that is vain, I don't know.
I don't think so. Which book, perhaps?
Oh, I don't know. One has one's favourites, but whether they're the best, I don't know.
Can I ask which one's the favourite, then?
I think The Solid Mandala, probably.
That's
or
mine.
The Aunt Story.
That's mine, too, The Solid Mandala. It's been something of a cultural week for Sydney this week.
Yes.
See any significance there in the fact that you may have won a Nobel Prize in the week the Opera House is opening? Is the thing getting better?
Perhaps it attracted their attention.
You think so? Is Australia getting a better place to live because of all this sort of thing? What is that? I remember when I first interviewed you about a year ago, you said that you no longer wanted to live in Sydney, that you're thinking of moving to Adelaide. Does that still apply?
I can't see much improvement in Sydney, I must say, but I shall continue to live here because I feel one has to fight certain elements in the place.
What sort of elements?
Oh, I don't think I want to go into that. It might become too personal.
Did you mean political elements or social elements? Or?
Political, social, the development of Sydney, I think Sydney is being developed in all the wrong way.
What, tall skyscrapers and all that sort of thing?
Yes.
Would you ever think of going back overseas again?
Not by now, because I'm too old.
I can't believe that. You're looking very chipper, actually. You spent a lot of your time in England, yet your books are Australian. How did you manage it?
Because I suppose it's in my blood.
Do you feel that?
Yes, my heart isn't altogether here. I think my heart is in London, but my blood is Australian.
There's been a lot of talk, and it may just be talk, of a sort of renaissance of Australian nationalism and so on. Do you think there is one? And if so, is it a reasonable one, or is it just so much chauvinism?
I think it's rather appalling. I'm not for nationalism at all. It leads to all sorts of dreadful things. No, I'm not for flag wagging and drum thumping.
There's a bit of flag wagging and drum thumping going on at the moment in Sydney.
Well, naturally, yes.
Is that a reasonable sort of flag wagging and drum thumping?
I suppose it's natural at the moment, but I hope we'll get over it.
You think we will? What with? I'm not going to ask you political questions. I was going to say something political, but I won't, as it were. What happens now? Do you go to Sweden to get the prize? Do you appear before all those people?
No, I shan't, because I don't want to take my perished bronchial tubes to a northern winter.
You won't appear at the ceremony?
No.
What, they just send the thing out, do they, down there?
I don't know what happens.
Did it come as a surprise to you to get it?
There have been these rumours flying about for years, so I thought perhaps there was something in it, but one grows a bit cynical.
How do they inform you? Or do you get a letter saying, "Dear Mr. White, you have just won the Nobel Prize for Literature," or is it more dramatic than that?
We had the press all night battering on the doors. That's what made me think I had won it. Oh, then I did, this morning I had telegrams from Stockholm and the Swedish ambassador.
Mr. White, have you come to the point where you're saying, that's it, finish, I'm not going to write another book, or are you still going to keep on writing?
Yes. Well, I'm not writing at this moment, but my publisher has another book. And I'm preparing to write another one.
Can I ask what about?
No.
Do you ever think of retiring? Do you ever say, right, this is the last book, forget it and I'll put my feet up?
No, I'd love to feel that, but I haven't felt it yet.
Where does the mark begin then? You say you'd like to feel it, but you can't. You feel you've still got more to write?
I feel I've still got more to write, yes. But I'd like to feel, oh, well, I've finished and now I can read and listen to music. But that hasn't happened yet.